Hey guys, Colbert here. Welcome to another day on the Free Brew account. Guys, we're on day 75 today. I got my legendary skill book. Tomorrow we're gonna get a nice 3-day XP boost. Then day 78, a nice sacred shard. And I'm not sure what kind of 2x event, if we're gonna have a 2x event this weekend. You'll know if you are subscribed to my channel, you'll know because I usually post those as a community post or on my Discord channel. I just post those immediately when I learn something from Plarium. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, guys. Thank you. So big news today. We have the new faction coming in, Shadowkin faction. Here it is, guys. 12 new champions introduced into the game. Some uncommons, rares, epics, and legendaries. The one in our eyesight right now is Yoshi the Drunkard. He is the Fragment Salmon champion. He needs 160 fragments. You can collect 160 fragments from his events, which will go for the next, I think it's 2 weeks. And this champion is good for a new account, guys. So if you do have like an endgame account, don't really worry if you don't want to get this guy. He's not going to be a game changer. But for me personally, on the Free Brew account, I think this guy will be fantastic just because of his A1 is a nice stun skill. His A2 applies decreased accuracy and HP burn on 2 targets, not AoE, but 2 targets at random. It's a nice 2-turn cooldown if you book it out, but honestly, he's not worth booking. Unless you really have an abundance of books. For me personally, I don't. So Battle Toast is his next skill, his A3, which is really good because it provides an increased attack to your whole team, increased accuracy buff on everybody, and also a truth fear debuff on enemies. The reason I like this skill is especially against teams where you are going to go second. If you do have your Yoshi fast enough, then he can actually intercept the enemy, and by using his True Fear skill, he can actually stop the enemy team from actually using their skills. So True Fear is the one that causes them to lose their cooldown of their skill, and they also lose their turn. It's almost like a stun. And then his passive is what helps him intercept the enemies when the enemies want to go in and take a turn. This basically helps intercept that because he fills this champion's turn meter by 4% each time an enemy receives a buff. So if the enemies well, basically they'll get one of each buffs when, let's say, Arbiter boosts, then this guy will give 4% times 4, that's 16% turn meter to himself just because the enemy went first. He also has a nice lead for speed, but honestly you don't really need it since, like, for me, for example, I'll be going for Arbiter soon enough and I'll get her. So let's quickly go over what kind of events we have right now going. I do have the Dragon Tournament event going right now. I will be going for that since there's nothing else for me to focus on. So Dragon Tournament, I did do some runs, nothing too crazy. I need 1,800 to get this. I don't think I have any chance, guys, of getting this on the top. So I'm not even gonna bother. And with the introduction of the new patch, we also have advanced quests, which actually help us gain more resources. This will be reset tomorrow. So once you see the reset tomorrow on your advanced quest, you'll see we'll have even more to do. And those will give us more more ways to actually get the legendary skill book. And also there's going to be a 4-star chicken in the way as well. So let me pick these up. So that, what's this? Like 180 energy plus the 74 that I have. It's going to be nice farming that dragon. Oh, plus the level up, I'll level up to 57, so I'll get another 130 there. Yeah, we've got some good amount of energy to farm that dragon, and my runs go for like 4 minutes each. So I'll put this overnight and wake up in the morning, go over my loot and see what I get from dragon. So I do have this 250 energy, which I'll probably use for dragon. So tomorrow we're also going to have a classic arena takedown. This shouldn't be that hard, maybe 300 points to pick up the 5 fragments. So I'll get 5 from there, 5 from classic arena already. That's 10. That's 10% of the legendary champion. And then we've got the fusion warm-up event, which is just picking up free stuff. This is actually a nice energy amount to have for that dragon tournament. And then the Yoshi fragments here are 2,000 points. Honestly, I don't think that's going to be too hard with a 4-day duration. I don't think that's going to be too hard. And let's go over the schedule right here. You can find it in the news section. You go over here to Yoshi's the Drunkard event. There's all the dates for all the events that are coming up. So coming this Friday is going to be a Summon Rush event. Summon Rush, guys, remember it depends on what kind of shards you have available. and you get set amount of points depending on the shard. So a void shard is 120, an ancient shard is 20, a mystery shard I think is 1, and then a sacred shard it's 500. So that's the only way to get those fragments. So 20 there is only if you really have shards, shards to open. And then the chase tournament is the one where it depends on what kind of champion you summon. So if you summon legendaries, you get 500 points, and if you summon rares, it's I think it's 20 points or 10 points. No, it's 10 points, and 50 points if it's a void rare, and so on. So the tournaments are here, but these 35 points depend on what kind of shard you have. All the other points, so the remaining points from the 160, so 160 minus 35, that's what, 125 points, 125 fragments are available just throughout all these events. And there's this cool little picture I found on Reddit which shows the schedule for all the events. So right now, up until the 20th of the month, we've got the Dungeon Divers together with the Dragon Tournament. There's going to be the Arena Tournament as well, and a Champion Training Tournament starts on the 19th. That's when I actually want personally to be farming champion training, farming the levels for my champions, getting them to 6-star. That's when I'll be doing it. The summon rush won't really affect me. I don't have that many shards. I don't plan on opening them. And then we're gonna have a Fire Knight tournament, which I'll try to do just to get the fragments for the legendary Yoshi. And then we're gonna have another Dungeon Divers here. The ideal way to do this is focus all your energy for Fire Knight when there's also that Dungeon Divers going, so that you can double dip in points. That's the ideal way to focus. Then there's an Ice Golem tournament, and then a Champion Chase for another 15 points, and the Spider tournament are here. Ideally, I don't want to go for the Spider tournament because usually those are extremely difficult for an account that doesn't really farm Spider. Like my account, I can farm Spider 13, but that's not really optimal, I think. The Champion Training event right here, on the end of the event, gives you 15 fragments, which is probably gonna be a hard one, but I mean, 125 fragments outside of all the Summon Rush or the Champion Summon Tournament. What's it called? Champion Chase Tournament? Yeah. Those usually are the worst ones, but if you do have some shards, then you can get some free fragments. I think this one is one of the easiest fragment fusions we had lately, and it shows by the quality of the champion. This champion is not going to be used by endgame accounts. My endgame account is definitely not going to be using him. He's going to go straight into the vault, and there's absolutely no reason to go all out on him and spend money if you are in a hurry. So if you're not in a hurry, you could probably pick him up by just doing the events with your daily energy, and then maybe using some of your gems. Like I've got 2,800 gems by just saving up and not using them, and I'll definitely pick this guy up. And I'm not even sure if there's a place for him in my current team. I think Umbral does the same thing as this guy in terms of locking out the team, but this guy gives me that increased attack buff to my team, which is quite good. And then the increased accuracy buff on all allies means he doesn't need all that amount of accuracy for him to be effective. So with 200 accuracy, this guy will be debuffing like crazy, especially in gold 1 to 3 where I'm at right now. I'm currently in gold 1 and having difficulties rising from here, guys. So look at this, gold 1, and the teams that I'm finding are not easy. So look at this team right here, 2,200 with Arbiter, Molly, Trunda, and Warlord. Of course, I won't go for that team, but I've been stuck a little bit here in gold 1. I don't want to drop even more. I just want to climb my way back to gold 3 at least, get those 3 fragments per win, and see how I can improve from there in actually farming gold 4, which isn't that easy with Saito in my team. So in terms of clan boss, guys, our team is doing very, very good. Even on Void or on Affinity, we're doing about 15 million damage per key. Look at this, almost 50 million damage per key, 29.81 in 2 keys. That's the amount of damage I did. I think the biggest reason for this was Iron Brago's skill cooldown reduction, so that he keeps that defense up on the whole team throughout the fight. It's just too much. It's too good. It's too good to keep that defense up all the way throughout the fight. And then getting 4 legendary skill books on him more will actually give me 1 cooldown less on his attack down, which might also be another reason my damage will increase without even changing any of the champions that I have right now, just by keeping this team going. So I'm happy about that. So patch day usually means check your mailbox, guys. We do have raid update gifts here. So 1 arena refresh, 1 energy refresh, and of course 1 key refresh right here. The key refresh I'm not going to use until I see maybe I have a bad day on the clan boss and I really need to use that key. That's when I'll use it, or if I reach a quest on the missions page for Arbiter, that's when I'll use this. But for now, the missions page for Arbiter is going to stay like that until I can actually use my team to farm it. I can actually do stage 17, but it's very slow because of the champions that I'm using in there. I'll do it, but I'm in no rush since my Great Hall is also far away from finishing level 7. I'm about 300 gold medals away, so that's gonna take me a couple of more days. And yeah, the Great Hall is gonna be a big reason of my delay in picking up Arbiter, plus finishing Spider 20. That's gonna be another big reason. So I will be keeping you up to date with my progress on how to get Yoshi, and if Yoshi is attainable. I think he is a very reasonable champion to get. You don't need to spend all that much to pick him up, and his quality shows there. So compared to Iron Brago was and is 10 times better than Yoshi, but he does have some spots. For example, the Doom Tower. If you're having issues with the Ice Spider, then Yoshi will be the one that's gonna help you take her down. So I did some dragon today, and I picked up this shield and then 4 stalwart pieces. Is that it? 4 stalwart pieces? And well, stalwart has no use for my account right now, so attack percent, I'll have never any use for this, especially without any critical rate on the substat. And then HP flat boots. Yeah, pretty bad runs. I did some more. I did get some more items. I think I filtered those out by mistake. Did I get any new lifesteal? I got this weapon. So this weapon does have 1 substat roll. That's good. So that's the speed one. Let me take this to 4. Only to 4, since we're going to have an artifact enhancement event coming soon. And my silver is very low. So looking at the page again for artifact enhancement, we're going to have 2 of those starting on... starting on the 18th all the way to the 22nd. We're gonna have 1 artifact enhancement and then another one from 25th to the 29th. So save your silver until then, guys. Silver is very hard to come by, but if you're doing dungeon divers, farming dragon, farming levels through the champion training, then you'll get the silver. Usually you need about 10 million or so to pick up those fragments, and you'll have a couple of days to complete this. So 18th to the 22nd, that's 5 whole days. So a good amount of time, I think, to pick up the fragments. So I got lucky here with this weapon. I wonder if I can get this to 8. I mean, level 4 and level 8 usually give you the least amount of points. 12 and 16 is where you get the big amount of points on item upgrades. So that's why I'm taking this to 8, since it rolled so well on the first roll. The second roll went on HP percent. I don't mind, honestly. I can use this on many champions, being champions that don't need accuracy, since he doesn't have this weapon doesn't have accuracy there on the substat. This shield does have accuracy, but I'm not gonna upgrade it anytime soon, I think, unless I get extremely lucky with double accuracy, 1 defense roll maybe. What I need is speed boots for lifesteal. Yeah, that's gonna be good, and maybe some more accuracy and speed gear. So this was the video, guys. I'll be farming these events, keeping you up to date on how to progress on these as a free-to-play player. I don't think I'll be wasting too much of my resources. Dragon tournaments are always going to be easier for me on my account right now at the stage where I'm at, since I'm farming stage 20. The best place to farm when you have the dragon tournaments up, even if I'm farming at a 4-5 minutes run per run, I can keep that overnight, use all my energy, and be ready for the next event that comes. That's gonna require maybe some more focus. For example, the arena tournaments take more focus because you need to be active and farm it actively. The dragon tournaments or any other, you know, ice golem spider tournament, those you can do while you're away and you have your phone or your computer just farming out. So guys, thank you for watching another day on the Cold Brew Free Brew series, day 75, day 76 tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, guys, leave a like, leave a comment down below. It really helps the YouTube algorithm push this video out to maybe newer players who might just discover these free-to-play series. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!